Just a nice slow deep exhale tonight. I think we're at the peak of a lot of stress and tension in terms of what's going on in the world. I know we certainly are in our house, sort of at each other's throats at the moment, so all kind of letting that wave of frustration sort of roll in over us. There's a few things in retrograde and there's all sorts of things happening. So tonight is all about that Hatha, which is the balancing and the cooling and the heating, working together to create a nice little sanctuary for ourselves to reside in and breathe in. So hopefully, with that in mind, we can focus on taking a lot of the stress and tension out of our backs and supporting it a little bit more, because we have big burdens that we wear and carry on our backs, figuratively, so and energetically. So it'd be nice to just spend some time focusing on that area and slowing down a little bit and breathing. Alright, so we'll begin by breathing either on your mat seated or laying down. So make yourself nice and comfy. And find a nice long spine wherever you are. Now if you're laying down, you might like to bring your hands over your heart space, or you can do that seated as well, or you can have them out on your thighs, palms up or down, whatever feels good. And gently close down the eyes, and we begin our practice by breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. So continue just with these beautiful soft breaths. Just notice the even exchange of the inhale and the exhale, how it unfolds naturally. With each exhale, allow the body to just release and let go a little bit. Perhaps the shoulders melt away from the ears or into the mat. Just checking in with the face, the jaw and the eyes, if there's any scrunching or tension. Perhaps just softening around the edges, releasing the teeth. Notice if your mind is being distracted. Just come back to the breath, to the inhale go inwards. Build ourselves a little cocoon, like we're wrapping ourselves up in a blanket or a sleeping bag. And for the next 60 minutes, we can feel the beautiful warmth, the comfort, perhaps even compassion for ourselves. Just gently bringing hands into the heart space. Rub the palms together. And then bring stillness. The fingertips are gently connecting. We're feeling that little hollow through the palm of the hands. And perhaps setting an intention for yourself tonight for this practice. Or perhaps just taking a moment to be grateful for your body, for your life, for whatever you wish. And slowly, gently releasing the hands and making your way down onto your backs. And just moving mindfully, slowly, with compassion. And take a moment when you're there, or if you're already there, perhaps stretching the arms out way above the head, keeping a bend in the knee or extending the legs long, to give your spine an opportunity to lengthen. Open up the joints around the shoulders and the hips, and allow a bit of support and pressure to come through the back of the body via the earth. This helps to open up the front of the body. You may choose to keep your eyes closed throughout this sequence, or gently have them half open or fully open. The choice is yours. So again, visualizing yourself in that beautiful cocoon of support as you draw the right knee into the chest. You can use your arms to draw the knee in towards the chest. Now notice a slight, you want to keep the lumbar curve in the lower spine. So you should be able to put your hand underneath the lower back. It should slide through and fit comfortably. If you notice if your glutes or your left glute is tense, just allow it to release. Deep breaths here. You might find your breath as you continue through the practice tonight. It may slow and deepen, and that's a good thing. It's calming for the nervous system. When you're ready, using the exhale, we release the leg. Inhale to lengthen both legs out long, and then use the exhale again to draw the left knee in. Again, releasing that right butt muscle if it's become tense. And closing down the eyes if that feels good. Stay with those long, deep breaths. And on the next exhale, gently release that leg long. Fill up with breath once more. You can take the arms overhead once again. Otherwise, just holding onto your strap, have it handy. Just allow the pelvis to settle down in towards the mat. And you might notice, if you're super aware, you might notice any subtle differences. So the left might be a little higher than the right and vice versa. So your pelvis moves in multi-dimensions. So you can have forwards and backwards, left and right, up and down. So strengthening around the hips to create stable and I guess symmetrical, almost. It doesn't have to be perfect, but trying to level out the hips as much as we can will help support the spine and hence the lower back. So a lot of the work we do in the hips is supportive of the back. Alright, so let's take our straps, bend into both knees, and the right leg extends up. We're hooking the strap around the right foot. Now I like the strap just around the ball of the foot, because then I can press through the heel of the foot and get a nice stretch through the calf and hamstrings here. So option is to take both hands around the strap and draw it in towards the chest. So you'll notice you can have a little micro bend in the knee. We want to support our joints. You'll notice that stretch begin to happen. Now the stretch that we feel behind the back of the leg is sometimes a little bit achy because there's a lot of nerves that run up the back of the leg. So it might not necessarily be a sensation from stretching the muscle as opposed to impinging on a nerve. So we'll just be really mindful and we force nothing. So option to stay here and breathe or extend the left leg long. Again, you might choose to close down the eyes and make this really passive. Allow the shoulders, the arms to just hang heavy. Just keep drawing that heel up towards the sky. Breathing deeply.
same foot out to the right side, so we're opening up. Again, you might like that option to bend into the left knee, taking the left arm out wide, palm facing down for support. Just let it go as far as what feels comfortable. And if you've got a cushion, you might like to place the cushion underneath the ankle. So you can really turn this into a passive stretch. Come back to breath. Also have the option of taking the peace fingers around the big toe. Might feel more comfortable for this than the strap if you've got that mobility at the hip. Release the glutes. When you're ready, we bend into that right knee. Draw the leg back to center, with or without the strap. Might go back to the strap. And we continue taking that leg over to the left side this time. So you might like to take the left hand close towards the foot and open the right arm long behind you. Beautiful one that works into the glutes and the side of the body. You keep lifting that right hip up towards the ceiling to get a nice deep stretch. Again, you can use a pillow underneath that extended leg for more support and to allow you to just let go. Gently using the next exhale, turn the foot to center, and this time we change sides. So left foot steps through, right foot extends or bends at the knee. Pressing through the heel and using the breath, the exhale particularly, to find softness in the body, in the muscles of the body. So we're using that exchange of oxygen to relax and soften. Again, noticing if there's any tightness around the shoulders or the glutes, the butt. Allowing or inviting the sensation of heaviness into the shoulders. And see where it takes you. Using the next exhale, gently allow that foot to float to the side. Using the back arm to support, or placing a cushion underneath the foot, or taking a hold of the big toe. Perhaps if your eyes are closed, keep them closed and just feel the sensation of taking your foot over to the other side. Feel that floating, sweeping sensation. We just have 2 more breaths here. slowly bend into the knee, draw it back to the center. You can release the strap. And then bend into both knees, bring them to feet to the mat. Lift the spine up, place it back down. Take the right foot and place it in front of the left knee. Press the right knee out. Relax into the back of the body. Option to stay or reach through, pull back around the shin or thigh. Keep the right foot flexed to protect the knee. Close down the eyes and soften into the stretch. Slowly, gently exhale. Keep the hands to the side and we change sides. Left over right. Push the left knee out. Relax into the mat and then reach through. Draw down. Two more breaths. Use the exhale to release and bring both feet to the mat. Beautiful. We're rolling now onto all fours. You can roll directly straight over. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders and knees underneath the hips. Just taking your time, moving slowly. Stay with this slow moving energy tonight. And work through your own set of cat-cow. As you inhale, draw the navel down, lift the tailbone. And as you exhale, reverse the move, drawing the navel in and up. Just continue to stay connected to your breath.
finding neutral. From here we tuck the toes and super slow transition into downward facing dog. Let the knees float, press into the hands, lift the hips high. Take your gaze between the knees or ankles or up at the navel. Just gently continue lifting that tailbone. Releasing the exhales out through the crown of the head. And then slowly snake your spine forward. Allow your knees to find the mat. Untuck the toes. And then allow your hips, chest, and chin to find the mat. You can bring your hands forward just for a moment, swaying the hips left and right to release. Beautiful. From here, we gently take the feet out a little wider. They might lay out naturally, so just allow the feet to go wherever feels natural for you. Pressing into the tops of the toes. Just for now. Notice your pelvis. Notice the points that are connecting to the mat in the front of your pelvis. Perhaps your hip bones or the pubic bone. Just feeling that nice connection there. And notice your hands. You may like to keep them underneath the forehead. Just noticing the connection points between you and the mat. Moving into locust, we'll be up for 4 counts and we've got 3 repetitions. Moving mindfully, noticing your back and only coming up as far as what feels comfortable. This is a great way to strengthen your back. Bring the arms out in front, palms facing down. We might like fingertips here. You can keep the hands connected to the mat at all times. We press down through the front of the pelvis. Inhale. Exhale. Sink once more through the front of the pelvis. On your next inhale, option to lift up through the elbows and crown of the head and through the feet. If you can see that. Option 2, we draw the elbows back, hands come beside the shoulders, and we lift up through the feet at the same time. Exhale, release down. That's our first one. We'll do that 2 more times. As you inhale, we draw back. So let's inhale, draw back, lift, squeeze between the thighs. Exhale, release. One more time. Again, using that inhale to lift through the crown of the head and lift the toes off the floor. Inhale. And
relaxing through the shoulders. And then bringing the hands just beside the shoulders or underneath the shoulders. We tuck the elbows in, press on up, bend in through the hips. Come back to your cat-cow position. And let's work through some cat-cows here. Coming back to that mindful, slow, deep, long breath. Just ironing out any creases, any tensions. When you're ready, let's tuck the toes, come back to our downward facing dog. Once again, move slowly. Releasing anything at all through the crown of the head. Then gently bending into the right leg, step it in between the thumbs and bring the left knee down to the mat. Untuck the left toes. Using the hand to support or rolling straight on up, lift on up. Open up the shoulders. Draw the shoulders down away from the ears. You can use the leg to allow a little bit of leverage, to allow the spine to come back safely. And exhale through the hips. Now just check that that front knee is above the foot. Or the ankle, I should say. Relaxing the breath. If you feel any restriction around the back of the throat, you might like to open the mouth. Drop the jaw for a little bit. Beautiful. On the next exhale, release. Bring the hands to the floor, tuck the back toes under. Step back, tail facing dog. Just one breath here. And then we step the left foot in between the thumbs. Back knee, back toes, find the mat. Inhale up. Find that nice height. Exhale, allow the hips to sink. Beautiful. Let's exhale. Bring the hands down to the mat. Tuck the back toes under. And this time, step the back foot in a little bit and plant it down on an angle. Again, this time using that left elbow on top of that front knee. We open up with the right arm. We're coming to an extended side angle. So sinking through the hips once more. Pressing down the outer edge of the back foot, heel is long and away, and arm sweeps up or over. can take your gaze up to the ceiling, straight ahead, or down towards the floor. Use the strength in your lower body to hold you, so we take the pressure out of the shoulder. So I could stay here and move my arm freely. This is just for a little bit of support, so not anchoring into that elbow too much. Open up the heart space. Again, staying with those long, deep breaths. Staying in your cocoon. Slowly release the top arm. Bring it to the floor and walk both hands to the other side. Change the foot pattern. So the left heel is long and away, right toes to the back of the mat or the front of the mat. However you have it today. Using that forearm for support to open up, reach tall, sink through the hips. Take the arm long and overhead if that feels good. Beautiful, let's exhale, release, come on down. Step the hands back to center. This time both toes turn in. Option to stay here or use your block or your cushion or your support to hold you here. Or release the crown of the head down towards the mat. Keep lifting the tailbone nice and high and stay with the length and breadth of your breath. Beautiful, gently release and walk the hands to the front of your mat, framing the front foot, and from here coming into king pigeon. So we just gently tuck that front foot under, calming on down. Now you might like to come down in a different way, and that's okay. So here we're going to have your block or blanket handy, I should say, and keep the back toes tucked, alright? Now the block or the blanket, I'm going to use the blanket, is for underneath the butt. So we want to feel completely supported here. It's quite active because we've tucked the back toes under. And we're staying upright here. So upright, I like to use a block here as well because I'm gently drawing that right hip forward. Option, of course, here is to take the hands to the mat, come to spider fingers and lift through the crown of the head. Stay with the breath. Now, this is quite a good one for your back. It's really aligning the pelvis. It's really good for posture and releasing so many muscles around the pelvic joint, the pelvic girdle. All these little intricate ones that often go unnoticed. Keep sinking through the pelvis.
gently release. Bring the hands just a little forward. It feels good. We lift on up, tuck, keep the toes tucked. Send the knees back underneath the hips. Work through some cat-cows here. Alright, and when you're ready, we can gently slide the right knee forward. Tuck the left toes under. Bring your blanket or bolster or block underneath the butt. Release the foot forward. Alright, so again, you can use the block to help support you. You don't have to come up as high. Should have said that earlier. You can come down onto the forearms or onto the floor. Finding just a little bit of height and drawing that left hip forward here. Keep lifting through the crown of the head. Two more breaths. Now to gently come out of this, bring the body forward a little. Remove any props. Roll down onto that butt. Take the hold of the back leg and sweep it forward. So you have the left leg extended and the right leg bent. Let's take the right knee up, draw it into the chest. Left arm sweeps around. Back arm maxes the spine as we inhale to lift. Exhale, take a nice twist here. Feel the shoulders open and the twist from the navel. Beautiful. Let's exhale, release and change sides. Extend right leg, drawing left. Lift tall, take the wrap, support the spine. Inhale, exhale, twist. Beautiful. Exhale, release. From here, we bend into both knees and roll down gently onto our backs. Beautiful. Let's take the arms wide away overhead. Extend the legs long or keep the knees bent. Just a couple of cleansing breaths here. Feel yourself softening back in to the mat. Feel the weight of your body soften into the mat. And once more, bending into the knees. Drawing the heels towards the butt. And
And gently peeling the spine off the mat, one vertebra at a time. Squeezing through the back of the body to open the hips here. Rolling back down. Feel it like a nice massage on your spine. And we continue this as you inhale, come on up. Slowing it all right down. You can close down your eyes and feel the sensation of your spine, your back. Let's do one more. Beautiful. Then gently draw both knees into the chest. Give them a nice squeeze. Might like to sway left and right. And one final twist for that lower back. Let's allow both knees to gently draw towards the right side or any side that feels comfortable. Keeping the arms long. You can lift your head and look down the back arm if that feels better for your neck. But wherever you are, just closing down the eyes. Surrendering to this asana, to this state of being tonight. Gently draw the navel in to help protect the back. Roll to center, keep the knees drawn towards the body and change sides. When the time is just right for you, gently bring the body back to center. Find any natural movements or any movements your body is asking for. And then prepare Shavasana, placing the socks on your feet, the blanket on your body, laying down, hands on the body or beside the body. Closing down the eyes and connecting once more with your breath. Feeling the breath as it enters your body. And feeling the breath as it exits your body. Feeling the crown of your head. Feeling your shoulders, your arms. Feeling into your chest as it moves. Feeling into your back. Sending it soothing, calming energy. Feeling into your hips, your thighs, your lower legs and feet. Feeling into your whole body. May your body be blessed. May you realize that your body is a faithful and beautiful friend of your soul. And may you be peaceful and joyful and recognize that your senses are sacred thresholds. May you realize that holiness is mindful, gazing, feeling, hearing and touching. May your senses gather you and bring you home. May your senses always enable you to celebrate the universe and the mystery and possibilities in your presence here. May the eros of the earth bless you.
meditation. Stay for as long as you need. This, I will leave you in peace, harmony, and gratitude. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.